Hey there, history buffs. Today, let's dive into the turbulent waters of the South China Sea, specifically the intense dispute between China and the Philippines. This is a conflict that has roots deep in history and massive implications for the present and future. First, let's set the stage. The South China Sea is a strategic body of water, not just for its rich fishing grounds, but also because it's a crucial maritime trade route. We're talking about trillions of dollars worth of trade passing through every year. Now add in the potential oil and gas reserves beneath the seabed and you've got yourself a geopolitical flashpoint. China claims a significant portion of the South China Sea using what it calls the Nine-Dash Line. This line, which appears on Chinese maps, loops down from China and gobbles up almost 90% of the sea. China bases this claim on historical records asserting that Chinese sailors and fishermen have used these waters for centuries. However, the Philippines, along with several other Southeast Asian nations, strongly disputes this. The Philippines argues that the waters within the so-called Exclusive Economic Zone, EEZ, defined by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, belong to them. According to UNCLOS, a country has special rights to the marine resources within 200 nautical miles of its coastline. This makes China's expansive claims a direct challenge to international law. Back in 2013, the Philippines took China to court over the issue. 3 years later, in 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague ruled in favor of the Philippines, stating that China's Nine-Dash Line had no legal basis. Yet, China rejected the ruling, continuing to bolster its presence in the region. Here's where things get even more intense. China has been building and militarizing artificial islands in the South China Sea. Imagine transforming tiny reefs and shoals into fortified bases with airstrips and missile systems. This not only asserts physical control, but also signals China's willingness to defend its claims aggressively. For the Philippines, this situation has led to a delicate balancing act. On one hand, they've sought the support of powerful allies like the United States to counter China's assertiveness. On the other hand, there's also an effort to engage diplomatically with China, given the economic ties and the proximity of the two nations. In recent years, tensions have ebbed and flowed, with occasional standoffs between Philippine and Chinese vessels. It's a complex game of diplomacy, military posturing, and legal maneuvering. And for history buffs like us, it's a fascinating case study in how historical claims, international law, and modern geopolitics collide. So why should we care? The South China Sea dispute isn't just about China and the Philippines. It's about the balance of power in Asia and indeed the world. It's a reminder of how history and geography can shape the destiny of nations. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing stories from the past and their impact on our present. See you next time.